Hello, hi, I'm Israel Gross, CEO of Ammune.ai, and I want to present to you today about generative AI for open banking. Thanks for Open Infinity and Open Apidays and for the FDX organization, Financial Data Exchange organization, and more. So I'm very happy to present here about how we can bring the security within inside organizations. So one of the challenging today in the world of API security in the open banking is about all the sharing data. What we have today is all these banks are opening their data through APIs to share with fintech companies, with regulation, with crypto exchanges and others. All these are actually opening pipelines of data streaming. And as one of these CISO told me, we don't have to find holes in our system. We just need to find who we gave the key to access the data. So API security is very critical today and crucial today, as we want to secure all those API transactions. So we want to see exactly what goes on there, who has access data, the people that are already authenticated, have the right authorization, they're going to log to the right place. Think about this, as a user, I can log into my account and try seeing someone else's data, or trying to change the data, or trying to get permissions to do something else, or accessing endpoints I'm not supposed to. The risk today for organizations is not about securing the out surface. The out surface is whatever's in public is public. The idea is once you log in, you have a key as a user, as a partner, then what actually you bring, which security you have to measure for that. And I always think about this in the analog. In the world for API security, you have the API transactions, who can access the data, who can test the data, etc. So API security today falls in a lot of places. It could be API testing, it could be API management, it could be API coding, it could be classic web application firewalls. All of this and more all fall in the world of API security. The real hard place to secure is the real-time, the runtime solutions, because development, it's ongoing process, and API management is one time, mostly changes. But the real-time risk, where the attacker is coming in, he's manipulating the data, he's changing the data, all of these things are pretty hard for the organizations to actually validate in real time. So if I'm an organization and I have a bank and I have a fintech and I have these APIs and I want to grow fast, I want to put as many APIs as fast as I can in order to grow my business, to connect to another financial industry, to another third party that can bring clients, for AI that can analyze my data and connect all these APIs outside. And I want to understand, like, if there's attack, now someone's accessing data, who is it, what is it trying to do, and what happened, how can I block him? So this is the points where we are. I usually like to say that, this is now the CISO of JP Morgan Chase. Just say that today we sharing all our data with third parties. We give them the access to all the data. But giving this by giving someone else to secure my data means I will send him the data. I rely on his environment. I rely on his security to be secured in order that he has exposed to my data, so he will bring me clean data. It can't work anymore. We have to think about new ways to bring security for organizations, is to create generative AI or seamless solution that can sit inside the organization and actually build the whole entire rules for that, the whole capabilities to do security. So Ammune.ai, what we're presenting here, is about talking about how you can actually bring those AI capabilities to actively block, learn, and understand the environment and report and everything with inside the organization. So this is how we see it, bring generative AI. Maybe let's talk about why is it generative AI? Why is this something unique that we never saw before? What's so special about this? The world up today was mostly about signatures and updates and rules and configuration, manual work, and data shared around the world to be making signatures much better. But you think about what's this generative AI capabilities? We can think about behavior models. We have models that can actually learn normal usage, what's supposed to be, how user act, what typical user would do in the system, etc. Then we can synthesize those intelligence, those data with our danger model theory. Danger model theory, that's what the company called Ammune.ai, application Immune. So the system is actually has this possibility to in real time to have use models from the human body. The human body has capabilities to actually actively learn in real time new types of risks and to ability to actively generate new types of rules. So using immune system model, it's a way to put into inside the environment in order to have it as what we call synthesized intelligence inside. Autonomous adoption is a must today in an organization. Every organization has to have a capability to actively adjust the system and have it as a self-learning mechanism all the time. And of course, you have to give some predicted detection to analyze unknown risk in real time. This brings back to the title of what we have. So the challenge today is not the patterns of security getting signatures from there. It's about bringing the security inside organizations. What's the value of generative AI in open banking? So the value is that we can actually transform threat detection. With generative AI, you can actually autonomously look and find those unknown attacks in the financial industry. Also about the data privacy, giving a solution that's security based, giving security solution doesn't share any data outside of the organization. That actually gives more enforcement of data security. Compliance, of course, no data is being shared. You don't have to monitor any data being shared because this can be in an air-gapped environment. And of course, the third party will be seamless integration. It's a must today for organization to have something that actually doesn't take another overhead. You don't want something that can cause latency. You don't want to have something that can cause any false positive, false negatives, or any of the other damage or human intervention that would cost a lot of people to operate it, so the total cost of ownership will be high. So you have to have something that's actually within the current environment inside. This is where you have something that can be very easy, adjustable, and self-running. As we understand that the human body, we started talking about before, the human body has its own Ammune.ai system to identify risk in real time. You want just the same thing in the world of API security for the world of the finance, especially. So the ability to learn a live system, that means to learn what's good, what's bad, and new type of attacks in real time. All this has to be something that could be inside the organization. And as we know, systems are always live. So pushing to production, systems could be every day, 4 times a day, even new types of features, new type of capabilities. So this is what the organization is working very fast. And it's good things about the AI capabilities. It can work faster and generate much more interactions faster. So you have to have in that area, you have to have an AI system that can adjust and learn in real time the new changing environment, and of course adjust to new types of risks in real time. So you have these 2 dimensions all the time running on. So this is very important for the world today of the world for API for the banks. We talked about plug and play. It means solutions today you want to have once you put it, it's working. Okay, not wait 1 month, 2 months, and every change you have to wait more time. It's very important for that stake. Scalability. Organizations are growing. The data of API we created today with AI, without AI, with new integration, is tremendously growing every time. So you have to have the ability to have this auto scaling. It's already a mandatory in every environment. You cannot think about what's my environment today. It's what my environment will be in 3 years. Am I prepared already for the next 3 years? And of course, zero disruption, not to have something that can cause any issues on this traffic in real time. So how we can actually secure the future of open banking with generative AI. We're talking about a next generative security, new AI embedded inside organizations, especially for the finance at the fastest growing in this world, where they're adopting many APIs and regulation are now chasing them, what's going on with all this traffic. So we want to predict any threats that will come there. And of course, you have also all kinds of possibilities in the world for finance. Finance, for interaction with many other crypto, for Web3, etc. You have a lot of those things where legacy places like banks didn't know how to move fast. That's why a lot of fintech companies grew, and now they're bigger than banks because in transactions because they knew how to adjust fast. So the world of finance is actually a fast-growing market. And that's all. I want to thank you all for joining, for listening, and we will appreciate. Find me and again, send me comments. I'll be happy to assist any questions. Thanks.